And so you'll see, just the macabreness of kind of waiting for donors and becoming a donor. It's just the whole psychosocial implications around the whole thing are hard.
An eligible donor can save the lives of up to 8 people and enhance as many as 60 through tissue donation. The process surrounding an organ donation is elaborate to say the least. Once the organ is ready for donation, it's fed into a nationwide organ distribution system. UNOS, or the United Network of Organ Sharing, is responsible for maintaining a database of eligible transplant patients. Once UNOS validates a recipient for the organ, the state organ recovery team goes to work. However, just because an organ comes from a certain state doesn't mean it will stay there.
They're really looking to set the allocation rules and regulations specific to transplanting the sickest patients first, no matter where they're at in the country. Because of the medical technology that we have, we're able to keep the organs viable for longer periods of time, as well as with airplanes, that can fly really fast. We can get organs from one coast to the other coast in a desirable amount of time. So we're not so geared towards placing them locally first. We're looking more regionally and nationally and making sure we're trying to transplant the sickest patients.
Depending on the organ, there is a 6 to 72-hour window after removal from the donor's body. Once the transplant team is in possession of the organ, they must perform surgery within a critical period of time.
What is critical is the timing of the organ from the time we take it from the donor body and put it into the recipient. And for each organ, there's a certain critical time period. And from a cardiac standpoint, the heart is 4 hours out of the body, meaning from the time we cross-clamp the aorta and we implant it into the recipient, and turn off the heart-lung machine, start that heart pumping, we only have 4 hours.
For the transplants that are a success, life after surgery can bring great joy, but also great responsibility. With fatal accidents happening every day, a donor is a lifeline to many patients waiting for a transplant. An organ can be a gift for a second chance at life. However, with the responsibility of a new organ, the patient must face the changes the new lifestyle brings.
So it's a great quality of life other than, yes, there's a lot of medications that you have to take or you can die. You can't just miss a couple doses. People die because of that. And so it's a lifelong commitment to those medicines. There's 20 to 30 pills a day, $2,000 to $3,000 a month, usually for medication coverage, that a lot of families need, most families need assistance for, that we usually get covered. And then the biopsies where they go through the neck in the cath lab, and that's, 1 to 2 days here for that. And then pretty much just the psychosocial portion.
I definitely think you can have feelings of guilt. A lot of people, you sit around and you wish and you wait for your transplant. So some people have feelings of guilt causing, something terrible to happen to another person.
Dave Eggers received a liver transplant in Omaha, Nebraska 10 years ago. Although the transplant process can bring many changes to a patient's life, knowing that someone made the choices of donation to save another helps Eggers to get past the psychological burden of a transplant.
Well, I say it every day. Prayer of thanks, obviously, to him if he decided, or to his family if they decided. It's probably that. He probably indicated that he wanted to do this, or because of the life he led, the family knew this was an opportunity to save others, and he did. It was me, and his kidneys went to other people, I know, because they indicated that in the letter, that it wasn't just me that was saved. It was others that were saved or had their life improved by organ donation.
The gift of an organ donation has given many patients another day. Eggers currently works at Nebraska Medical Center as the concierge, where he provides transplant patients with living proof that life after transplant can still be fulfilling.
To save others, and he did. It was me, and his kidneys went to other people, I know, because they indicated that in the letter, that it wasn't just me that was saved. It was others that were saved or had their life improved by organ donation. Do you thank those kind of people? No words can express, really, the gratitude of not just me, but my family, and being able to be a part rather than a memory.